Welcome to it. It is the premier heating and air show powered by American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Premier is an independent American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning dealer. We don't have our pal Tom here today
I
because
know.
Tom is he's in like Europe, or he's floating down the Danube, or he's in Greece, or I don't know.
He's somewhere over there.
He's doing something. He got this long story about, I had the COVID and my trip and
Yeah.
10 years ago and desperately trying to stay married. It was something like that, Reed. I don't know.
Yeah.
So no Tom today, but it's great to see you. Reed, how's your week? What's new in your life?
I'm doing good. Yeah, we're staying busy. We're kind of in that time of year now where we start getting some of those afternoon, rain showers and those kind of things. But,
Mm.
with that, I mean, you get a lot more humidity, and that's something people don't really think about. But with an air conditioner, it's having to work a little bit harder the higher the humidity is. So,
Yeah.
those are things to kind of think about. But yeah, it's good. Staying
Well,
busy.
we want you to engage with our great friends at Premier. We have a nice special treat coming for you in just a little bit. But the phone number is 720-547-8009, premieraircolorado.com. My life, Reed, is significantly better. Thank you. Because of the system. See, now I was so bad with what I needed. We've now created the DMAX special based on, like, if things are really terrible for you, we can take care of business. So
Yeah.
why don't you just recap everything that I had to get done and what the DMAX special is right now?
Yeah, so we had to do the whole package, inside and out. Furnace, AC. So what you got was the American Standard Gold S9 V2 variable speed furnace. So that's the Mac Daddy.
Nice.
Yep, and the Gold 16 SEER AC. Um, so very efficient. Very quiet, right? A little bit quieter than the old one.
Yes. The old one. Yes, it's better. It's better. See, he's joking around. Hold on. I'll get it for you because he knows what the old one was all about. This is the old one. Yeah. So, yeah, it's better than this.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so when you say gold standard, what does that mean? Well, like what's so unique about what I have and what you can offer?
Yeah, so I mean, the main kind of features and benefits of that system, and it's really ideal for our climate, because it runs on, you have a two-stage furnace and AC. So what that means is, majority of the time it's running on about 50% of what it
Hmm.
needs, and we get a lot of those kind of mild days, and but we also get kind of those big temperature swings, or we get some hot weather, some colder weather. So it's really the ideal system for our climate. So it's going to save you a lot of money, and like I said, really quiet. Your neighbors probably appreciate that
They
right
sure
about
do.
now.
They sure do.
And a couple other things that we did on that system, this will be included in the DMAX special, is we did 5 years of maintenance is included in there. So you don't have to worry about that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. We also did the air cleaner. So if you have allergies, things like that, that's really going to solve that problem. Then the big thing is the Traeger grill, right?
I'm looking forward to the Traeger.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
that's on the way to your house. So when it arrives, I'm gonna bring over, something pork butt or something like that, and
Let's
we're
go.
gonna have a
Oh, and
cookout.
I'm a terrible. It's shocking to nobody. I'm terrible at that stuff. But so,
Yeah.
do you know your way around a grill, Reed?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've
Okay.
got one of those, and so the one you have, so, you got the Nest thermostat as well, right? You can
Yeah.
control on your phone. You could also control the grill from your phone too.
What? You're
Yeah.
joking. You
No,
are. Oh, are you being serious?
I'm being serious. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yep.
What?
So yeah, you can
Wow.
adjust the temperature in your house and on your grill at the same time.
Uh, all right. Well, this is next level stuff here, Reed. So
Yeah.
you're gonna. Wow. Well, you're definitely gonna have to come over because I will have no clue whatsoever. But that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And so okay, here we go. So all you have to do is call, text 720-547-8009. Ask about the DMAX special. And I know we've got something special going on, and we might as well roll it out right now, Reed, okay? Call or text 720-547-8009. First 10 folks right now will get a free tune-up and inspection. And that's going to save you just a little bit under $100, right, Reed?
Yep. Yeah, we're running about $89 on those right now.
Right. And this is where I had to start just to figure things out in terms of, well, where are we at? What's going on? That sort of thing. So, again, the first 10 callers or texters, if it's easier to text, 720-547-8009. You get a free tune-up and inspection. And yeah, you should definitely ask about the DMAX special and figure out how it's the Mac Daddy special, the DMAC Daddy special with Premier Heating and Air. You can always go to premieraircolorado.com for details. And just to make fun of me, you could just have a conversation with Reed. Was it really that bad with DMAC? And he'll tell you yes. But we have other people speaking out, Reed, and we'll get back to this in a second. One more time, 720-547-8009. First 10, free tune-up and inspection. But, it's great to get great feedback. And we have a lovely note from Nancy Browning. Okay, Castle Pines Parkway. She's actually just right up the road from me. Our AC went out last night. This morning at 7 a.m., I texted Premier Heating and Air, 720-547-8009. I received a text back within 2 minutes from a real person. Wait, Reed, you have real people there? Really?
Yes, we still do.
Oh, that's crazy. I explained the issue, and he said they would send a technician out between 10 and noon. Joe arrived shortly after 10 a.m., and diagnosed the problem. He said they would have to order the part and it might be the next day. We then got a text they had gotten the part and would be coming back that afternoon. We had AC by 5 p.m. Talk about going above and beyond. Joe was an excellent technician. If you haven't used Premier, you are missing out on the best. Reed, the honest, trustworthy owner, lives in Castle Pines. There we go. Hey, come on, man. How's that, man? How's that? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really what it's all about. And, we love those reviews and, kind of testimonials and everything. I mean, that's really what we're shooting for on, every appointment that we go out to.
Yeah. So, first of all, great feedback. And, it's not like I got special service. The service that I got for my disaster was the same as you would give anybody. And in my case, and in Nancy's case, it's a quick turnaround. How important is service for you guys, your relationships with your customers?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we understand like how bad of a situation it can be, when your AC goes out, it's usually on the hottest day of the year, or it's usually not the best time, right?
Right.
And you're frustrated, you're kind of scrambling a little bit, and you really just want the problem solved, right? I mean, you want it to go away, kind of thing.
Right.
So we understand that, we empathize with everybody. It's I've had AC go out in my house before too. It's not not a fun situation, you know. So all of our vans are fully stocked. You know, most of the time we're able to get out there very quickly and get the problem solved right away. You know, so that's really the ultimate scenario. That's really what we're focused on, because we do understand it's not a fun situation.
Yeah, and you guys work closely with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, and
Mhm.
talk about that partnership, like what that means, and how you're able to. Oh, we have a problem at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's fixed five p.m. I mean, you don't have everything in your truck, obviously, but
Yeah.
you, talk about maybe how that works with you guys together.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's always good to have those relationships, you know, and that we really focus on that when we're partnering with a company like American Standard, you know, because the level of service that we get from them, we're able to kind of pass that on to our customers, you know, and it helps to know the owner. I can pull a couple strings here and there, you know. But yeah, it's a great relationship we have with them, and you know, it's really the service on the front end, but also on the back end in the
Mm.
future. You know, we want to be there for people. It's a long-term relationship that we're really trying to establish, and you know, that's what kind of makes it all possible.
Yes, speak about the warranties too, like what you get. What do I know when I'm working with Premier and American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning in terms of the quality of the parts, and if something does go wrong, what service does that bring?
Yeah, so we offer a 10-year parts and labor warranty, and what that means is it's a bumper to bumper comprehensive warranty. So anything goes wrong within that 10-year period, we're coming out, we're doing the repairs, you know, no costs to the homeowner. And it's really kind of that peace of mind, right? I mean,
Mhm.
it's kind of like an insurance policy. You know, you hope that you don't need it, but
Right, right.
when you do need it, you know, we're there to kind of take care of it. And um, you know, because I mean, these systems, we install them correctly, we do everything properly, but you know, it's just like a car. I mean,
Sure, sure.
things will happen from time to time. You want to make sure you keep up with your maintenance. You know, that's really going to prevent a lot of issues. But if and when those problems come up, you don't have to worry about it.
All right. And right now, call or text 720-547-8009. 720-547-8009. Call or text. First 10 folks will get a free tune-up and inspection. So this is a great way to start, man. And if you're just having some issues, if it's just not going the right way, and maybe it is all right, maybe you can speak on this, Reed, that, my system was a disaster. I mean, it was a disaster. So it's easy to know that you've got a problem when it's just not working at all. But what about a system that's just not living up to expectations or just not as strong as it should be? How often do you encounter that?
Yeah, I mean, when we're coming in and we're doing an inspection or an evaluation, you know, we're really kind of looking at all the factors. You know, there's a lot of different things, different sizing requirements. You know, there's adjustments we can make sometimes. Sometimes it's just the unit's a little bit dirty, and
Hmm.
that's causing, you know, that can cause a lot of problems. It's not very efficient. It's not able to kind of keep up, you know. But when we come in, we're doing a, you know, comprehensive evaluation of everything and just looking at all the different factors. And you know, another thing that the way we like to work is we're really working with hand in hand with the homeowners and understanding, you know, getting an idea of like what's going on with their system, um, you know, but then also presenting them a lot of options and letting them kind of decide, you know, what they want to do.
Well, I think that is fantastic. Call or text 720-547-8009. First 10 folks will get a free tune-up and inspection. It's premieraircolorado.com. Does it matter what kind of house that you're in working in, Reed? Is there a big difference from say homes built in, I'll just use the fours, right? 2014, 2004, 94, 84, 74. What kind of differences do you need to make in terms of adjustments depending on the age of the home?
Yeah, I mean, those are a lot of the factors that we're kind of looking at. Building codes have changed quite a bit over time. Some of the older homes that we're in, and like Denver, especially. I mean, those are built in the 50s, or you
Yeah.
know. So we have to kind of look at all those different things. It's windows, insulation. Those can all vary quite a bit. Whereas like the newer homes, I mean, they're sealed pretty tight, and we're actually dealing with other issues of trying to get fresh air and those kind of things into those homes. So there is a lot of different factors that we kind of look at. And um, you know we also do a load calculation, which is really the best way to determine like the sizing on the equipment.
Hmm.
That's kind of the proven method there, and that factors in all of those variables. So our ultimate goal is to get everything exactly as close as possible that we can to the right size, the right equipment, and based off of also the needs of the home and the homeowners.
It's tricky and I'm just in a townhome. But it's 3 levels, right? So it's
Hmm.
it's it's how do you try to figure out how to keep things balanced in the entire home? So it's not like, a freezer in one spot and a sweat box in another. How does that actually? I've been wondering that.
Yeah.
We're great. So every room in our home is just like, I think there's a couple rooms that are just a pinch cooler, but I don't know if there's much you can do about that. And of course, they're the ones kind of a little bit lower. But how do you do your best to keep things balanced in homes with several different levels?
Yeah, I mean, and that's a real common issue, and the hot air is going to rise and the cold air is going to fall. So that system that you have with the variable speed fan, it's really designed to run. A lot of times people just run it nonstop, 24 hours a day. And what that does is that really helps kind of circulate the air throughout
Mm,
the home.
okay.
And that's really, the best way you can kind of overcome that. I think another thing that we did with your system is we put a little sensor right in there so you can control the temperature kind of wherever you're at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty cool. Very cool. And it's it's so funny because before we were starting our show, Reed and I were just talking about our technical abilities with technology, and we have both agreed that we know just enough to be dangerous, while not being experts whatsoever. So when you hear about maybe even all this high tech stuff, if you think, oh man, that's just whatever. What are we talking about here? Why is it so complicated? I'm telling you, Reed, it's intuitive, it's incredibly simple, and
mhm.
things have gotten easier in that department. So I mean, as long as you know how to use a phone, if you know
Yeah.
how to use an Android or an iPhone, you're good here, right? I mean,
Yep.
more than good.
Yeah. It's all on an app. We set up everything for you,
Mhm.
kind of on the, back end. And like you said, I mean, once it's all kind of set up and we walk everybody through the whole, how to operate everything. But yeah, it is really intuitive. The Nest app, I mean, I've got it
There
kind
it
of right
is.
here.
I could get mine out too. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah,
And you can do, I mean, I have like my door locks hooked up to it. I've got the
right.
Nest door locks. You can control the temperature right from your phone. So yeah, once everything's kind of set up, I mean, it's very easy.
Yeah. So again, this is a great reason why you should just call or text Premier, okay? And you just start this type of conversation. So whether you want the DMAX special, which is available for you, and you can again laugh at me at my situation, or you just have some basic common questions, a free tune-up and inspection. I mean, that's outstanding. So the next 10 callers or texters, 720-547-8009. As simple as that. Call or text 720-547-8009, and you'll get a free tune-up and inspection. And then you get to, apparently you get to, according to Nancy, talk to a real person, Reed. That is such a funny comment. You know what, though? I see what she's saying, because how many times, first of all, some businesses you don't get anybody. There's nobody to talk to. And it is, you feel like you're in this loop of, click here and now click here and do this. It is, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It is just so nice to just talk to somebody. Like, I get it. I'm a dummy. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to talk to you about it. Can we just chat about this a little bit? So in terms of who you have answering your phones, Reed, it's people that work for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we have a call center with people that are highly trained, and, they work for us. They're all in our office. I say call center, but that's they're in our office.
Your call center's in your office.
Exactly.
We're not in Mumbai or something right here. We're here in Colorado.
Exactly. Yep. And that's a big thing. I mean, offering that level of service. I mean, you just don't get that same level, otherwise. But we also make it easy. I mean, you can text us. You can book online. There's a lot of different ways. I mean, everybody kind of likes to communicate differently.
Sure.
So we have all the different, avenues to kind of do that.
Well, we love the testimonials, and we advocate for you to give us the feedback, which is amazing. And if somebody wants to, send in some videos or some issues, do you get that quite often, where somebody will just send you a photo, or I don't know, a video, if they would do that for you or not? But I'm sure people just have issues, and it's easier to say, here's the problem, fix it, please.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of that. When people texting in, we actually, it gives us a better idea if we can get pictures or videos and that kind of thing. But yeah, it happens. I don't see a lot kind of like your,
right.
Your
Nobody's like me. Right. Right. Again, we go back to how dumb I am and what happened. It's not that I'm dumb, but it's comical, right? I mean, it's funny. Here's what you don't want to hear from an expert, okay? Because you're an expert, or like a doctor in a surgery. Oof, never seen that before. You don't want to hear that, but again, to defend myself a little bit, I'm moving into a new home, Reed. It's not like I didn't do that. I wasn't living with that. So buyer beware on all that sort of stuff. By the way, let me throw this in too. How are you guys with home inspections for somebody buying or selling a home? What kind of work do you do for people like that might not need the work, but need to get things checked out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we work a lot with buyers and sellers, going in and, inspecting the system when they're selling the house, or, before they actually purchase the home. We can go in there and just, because a lot of the home inspectors, I mean, they're kind of looking at everything. I say jack of all trades, master of none.
Right.
But
Right.
it is a good idea to just get a professional like us to come in and, because we'll look at every little aspect of it and just make sure everything's in good working order. Another thing beyond that too is just getting onto one of our maintenance plans. And that way, we're coming out twice a year. And we're able to check on everything before the season and, really kind of identify any potential issues. That way we can address them then and there, and hopefully you don't run into anything later on.
Well, I tell you what, if you're suffering out there, if it's just been, oh my God, this is just a disaster for us, Or you're just even more just maybe slightly uncomfortable and you have a feeling like this isn't right. Things could be working better. 720-547-8009, premieraircolorado.com. And right now, the first 10 folks that hit you up, call or text, get a free tune-up and inspection. What a great way to start. Okay, what happens now here in these dog days? What is life like for you guys when we are circling 90 and above day in and day out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in the middle of it right now, and we still got a long ways to go. Some hot weather. Probably
By the
for a
way,
while.
you guys are how available are you guys? Weekends, like we just got that lovely note from Nancy. That's a Sunday. Is
Mhm.
it really for you guys basically a 24/7 sort of deal?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're always available. We have after hours service. We have people in the office from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. During the week, and on Saturday we have availability there. And typically we're able to get out same day or next day at the latest.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That is truly awesome. So again, 720-547-8009. And it's very important to understand Premier is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. So the company that you're working with the parts and where you get the equipment in is absolutely critical, right, Reed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
and these guys are some of the best, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always recommend, you got to at least stay in the top 10 rated brands out there, because there's a pretty big drop off. And American Standard is rated number one almost every year. So that makes it easier for us. We understand that we're selling a high quality system. And, on the back end too, I mean, because we provide that warranty, it's in our best interest to not have a lot of problems on the back end, right? So
Yeah.
that's a big reason why we've kind of partnered with them. And we've been with them for over a decade now. So we have that time in. We've been working with them a long time. We understand how the service works, how the equipment works. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, you guys are the absolute best. All right, I'm going to sneak in we don't have much time here, but you are a proud CSU Ram, correct?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Hashtag asunder. It's in your fight song. Know it. How do you feel about Oregon State and Washington State still trying to suck the Mountain West schools into the Pac-2 right now? Would you rather have those schools join the Mountain West or have your Mountain West become the new Pac, whatever it is? How do you feel about that?
um, I mean, I guess it's kind of, similar, but the Pac-12 has a better brand name, so that could be better. I mean, we're trying to get up to the level of everybody else. So,
Right.
you know,
So
hopefully,
that'd be all right with you if the Mountain West went out the door and you were the Pac, whatever it was.
yeah,
Okay.
why not?
I don't know. I don't know where the CSU pride starts and ends, Reed.
I mean, we just
It's
need to
like
start winning, winning in our conference. That's a good start, Just
well,
win the home games at least.
we always how is oh man. Can you imagine beating CU this year, Reed?
Yeah, that's
Seriously.
that's gonna be a fun game.
Can you
I'm
imagine
gonna try
that?
to get up there.
Yeah, I bet you are. Oh, yeah, that's in Fort Collins this
It
year.
is.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's in Fort Collins. That's right. All right. Call or text 720-547-8009. First 10 folks get a free tune-up and inspection. Thanks to our special guest, Nancy, for the wonderful review. We appreciate that. And we're on every morning at 7:30 a.m. on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Reed, we'll talk to you next week, my friends.
All right. Have a good one.